I see the crawl changes. I played one run. Well, not really one. There were like four, but one winning run. It was actually a Menos Kobold, so you might like that, Spin Dart. It is on my YouTube. I uploaded it. I did get the chance to play that one before the outage of my internet happened. I finished that run and then I had the outage pretty much, completely ruining my plans to have crawl August. So now it's gonna be crawl September, as I already said. Yep, Nudith Menos. I indeed got to try Nudith Menos like days after it was implemented. I like it. I liked it. It was pretty good. I like the whole grab a Deep Elf Annihilator and have it cast all of its stuff on its allies, um, or grab something like that. I had a High Priest or Sorcerer and have it cast Damnation on its allies. It's pretty good. Um, and I ninja'd the orb with this Menos ultimate ability, the one that removes your line of sight. Um, I got a heavenly teleport at the end that got me straight out of the orb vault. Without it, it would have been pretty complicated. But anyway, enough Rift Wizard, but not enough stream. I'm going to play a little bit of Crawl because why not? Um, Hold on, I think that is not the right account. Is this the right account? What do we have here? Oh, it's not. We have a Meteoran Conjurer. Um, what is the right account then? I don't remember. Okay, this might be the one. All right, what did I want to try? What was I playing? Oh, I was playing Mountain Dwarf Monk, and yeah, I'm not gonna play Mountain Dwarf Monk again. I feel like Monk is a pretty bad start. Elementalist, why not? Mountain Dwarf Elementalist. I should trim my fingernails. I should have done it before I started stream. Normally, like I trim them whenever I start noticing that they are causing me issues when it comes to playing, specifically crawl, or typing stuff in my keyboard. And I just have that now. So yeah, I gotta trim my fingernails, but not right now. There's new Some, Dread, and Mlef too, but you don't know what changes they've gone through. Yeah, I'm gonna play Mlef. That is what I wanted to do. I have not seen new Some. I assume that it's still gonna be as unattractive as always. Mm, so yeah, good old Crawl. And just as is often the case with Fire Elementalists, my level 1 is full of corridors, and corridors are one of the worst things that you can see when your best way of killing things is Foxfire. um, yeah, I look forward to finding some heavy armor because these guys are good at casting with heavy armor. So many corridors. Vamp Drain and Confusing Touch. I don't think I'm gonna be using those. I think that I'm just gonna pick up an axe later. Terence the Veteran against the Armator's Elephant Riders. Armator's Elephant Riders. This guy has a hand axe of flaming. And a scale mail. I want both of those things, but I don't know if I can beat that guy. Yeah, I don't have the mana to spam Scorch on that guy. When I do, I'll come back and beat it. We got Irradiate. Is Irradiate still as good as it used to be, or has it gotten any further nerfs? Oh, come on, I get a miscast of Scorch? It's a 7% chance to fail. Like, it literally has less of a chance to fail than Foxfire, and I have not miscast Foxfire. Oh well, Ribbon Worms also happen to regen now, so... Well, they've always had fast regen, I think. Very annoying enemy. How am I supposed to kill it? I don't think I am meant to. Yeah, Terence woke up. I might be dead. Jeez, the damage was a bit ridiculous. But then again, I'm at what, like experience level 2? It's very difficult for an experience level 2 character to beat Terence. I didn't really get a lot of experience in my level 1. Oh no, no, not like this. Please don't be annoying, Crawl. Don't make me regret starting Crawl instead of starting, you know, Isaac or Star of Providence. Oh wow, D2 Black Bear. Man, okay. I'm starting to think that it was a mistake. Oh wait, an axe. I should pick that up. It is a war axe. That is Robin. But of course, since the game detected that we started a Fire Elementalist, it's giving me only layouts with corridors. Not ideal layouts for a Fire Mage to fight on. At least not one that relies on Foxfire. Maybe I should have gotten Strength there. I got Intelligence. I was like, I'm a mage, I should get Intelligence, but no, I should get Strength so I can cast stuff. And I might be in a little bit of trouble here. Oh yeah, I died. Okay. Should I do it again? Yeah, sure. I'm in a decent mood. I don't feel like Crawl is killing me. I stopped playing for about half a year because Crawl was actually killing me. Like I had that kind of thing happen, and I was like, I was out of breath and stuff, some like chest pains and that kind of thing. But I feel like I am okay now, at least for now. It's been so long that I am forgetting my muscle memory for this. Um, It's funny because the Kobold I won in my first try. Like it wasn't even hard. And then every game since then has been terrible. It was only the first game that I had that was a good one. This might be a good game with that Randart War Axe. Let's see first if we can actually get to the point where we can afford it and then buy it and use it. Ooh, D1 with shops. Lots of shops, in fact. So I think the buying of the War Axe might be postponed a bit because I am interested in buying those potions, at least curing and heal ones, so I can identify them for free in terms of actual consumables. LA as well. Identify, of course. You know, lots of shops, but not lots of money, unfortunately. Um, when it comes to getting a D1 with shops, I am definitely interested in like going GoSag or just acquiring gold if I happen to, be able to do so. Am I dead? I might be dead. Yeah, look at this ridiculous situation. Hmm. Yeah, if I die in this run, I'm playing something else. Um, Crawl needs to learn that I am now free from putting up with this kind of behavior. I have a lot more options now. It's like an abusive relationship. Yeah, that's how it is with Crawl. I wish it wasn't like that. Once upon a time it wasn't like that. When I started streaming 0.24, 25, those were the best times. Apart from like the Ogre rework that happened in 0.20, I was pretty okay with many of the changes in the game. Um, but as time started to pass and I started to stream, it really felt like things that I was doing on stream were directly targeted for nerfs. And that doesn't feel good at all. It's not particularly fun when the things that you enjoy about the game get removed. Um, when you start winning less and less. It's pretty annoying, and yep. Mm, lots of stuff. I still have not found a single pile of money. What is this garbage? Did they make it so that if you get D1 with shops, you don't get money in D1? Because if so, why? Or have I just gotten exceedingly unlucky? Like straight up no money on D1. At least I am level 3 now, which is better than in my last attempt. Having to fight Terence as an experienced level 2 character. Yep, it really feels to me like there was no no gold in my D1 intentionally. Okay, we got identify. Chainmail. It's a bit too heavy for me. I'll wait until later. Is Robin's banned again? Until dwarves get like a penalty to their mana, right? Like because why do I have such little mana? I feel like I straight up don't have enough. Robin's helmet is +2. That is a pretty good thing, of course. And yeah, we shall see how this goes. Though, in this specific instance of crawl, it's been going fine. But overall today, not so fine. I would love to find some money so I can buy wow, seriously, four scorches was not enough for this guy. Love to find some money to buy that Randar tax. That would be kind of a big deal. Okay, gained 2 levels of killing Sigmund. Pretty good. Not often is it the case that you get to experience level 6 on level 2. Cool. And I decided to fight Sigmund because I had Scorch. And I was like, I'm full mana, full HP. I feel like I can take on Sigmund, and I was successful indeed. You know what? I'm gonna wait on that. Oof. Yeah, I wanna wait on that scroll of identify so I can buy some potions, get the shop identify instead of the scroll identify. And that's ringmail is also a good thing. Remember one of the changes you disliked the most were making Randars less powerful on average? Yeah, I think I do remember like something along those lines, and like of course the plethora of +0, +1 Randards that I see, not nowadays, but like when I played more. So yeah, those Randards should be exciting, and I feel like that change made it so that Randards were not really that exciting anymore. So that Randards were um, not often, but sometimes just straight up worse than the norm Randart item. Um, yeah, when you get a Randart and it's worse than plain item, that is super underwhelming. Beautiful. So we kill Sigmund and then we kill Grinder. That was D2 Sigmund, D3 Grinder. Um, I feel like I got pretty lucky with Sigmund. With Grinder, not so much. I got lucky in the arena that I was able to fight it on. The fact that it was not a corridor was a huge deal. I'm glad that I didn't have to run away from that, because I don't enjoy running away from everything. Now, Terence, on the other hand, I don't know if I'm going to be able to beat this guy. The answer is yes, I am able to beat this guy. Let's get some fighting. What do we get in this book? Inner Flame, Rocket Jump, Flame Wave. I think that I'm just gonna be a Scorch fighter. I already have a Ringmail, don't I? Yep. Doesn't really hinder my spell casting at all. Yeah, I'll be a Scorch Fighter, and then when I find Mlef, I'm just gonna turn into a Mlef Priest. Eustachio is being really annoying. Ah, Eustachio is a good counter to a Farmage, of course, since the summon spam and the constant moving around makes it very difficult for you to hit Eustachio with Scourge or with Foxfire. But fortunately, I had a way to beat him. And Kaure was also pretty easy. Funnily enough, like the uniques that normally one would run away from, for example, Sigmund and Grinder, I kind of destroyed, and then the ones that one would normally not run away from that badly, like Menkaure and Eustachio, those were a bit. No, Menkaure is in the category of Sigmund and Grinder. Yeah, Torment. Torment can be a pretty scary thing. Also, Menkaure can slow you. Yep. What is this? Okay, so it's miasma clouds. From a targeted victim's wounds. Huh. So it places miasma. Doesn't place it over you. But it doesn't give you miasma immunity. May only be cast on a living creature who is at least heavily wounded, and channeling such necrotic energies will leave the caster's own health temporarily drained. The spell power will reduce the intensity of this side effect. Is it really that powerful of an effect to require such conditions to apply? I have no idea. I'll only know if I try it. Yeah. Sticky flame. But nah, let's not do that. I'm just gonna stick to the plan of be a Scorch Fighter. What is a Scorch Fighter? A guy that's wearing the heaviest armor possible that still allows it to cast Scorch. That will get me um, through enough of the dungeon to see Mlef. Yeah. Blink is definitely really appealing. I am probably gonna buy that in time. Hoarfrost Cannonade. Um, yeah, I have seen this before. This is a spell that was taken from Rift Wizard, and in Rift Wizard this spell sucks. But at least this doesn't summon a bunch of guys to manage the cannons. It might be better in Crawl than it is in Rift Wizard. But in Rift Wizard, I can tell you it's not a good spell. Um, okay, not a lot of new spells in these books. Nothing that I really care about other than Blink. I might use that Broad Axe of Venom. Yeah, now I'm starting to really want a Scroll of Acquirement for money. If we get one, there is a very real possibility of just going for the money. We get shafted, but we are okay. That seems like a cool spell. you're gonna have to be a bit more specific, since I saw quite a bit of spells, quite a few of them. Um, but I assume you mean the frost cannon, because the frost cannon would be cool. Maze of Holy Wrath. Those 4 daggers. Should I be using that? Very generous of the game to give me a 1 floor shaft. I think that the game took my warning seriously. Like, really, I don't have to play crawl. I can just turn this off and go play something else without turning off the stream. That is probably an important part, without turning off the stream, because I have always been able to not play crawl, but not play crawl on stream. That's a new development in twitch.tv/9settler, right? Yeah, I said that, and immediately afterwards I got a Randart War Axe that I have not been able to buy yet. I think that the ultimate taunt that the game could do is give me that and then just kill me before I can buy it. That would be pretty nasty. And if that happens, I think that I would indeed not touch this game until the tournament. When even is the tournament? Is it this Friday? What do you have? Heavy Longsword, Wando Quicksilver, Steam Scales. So what you're telling me is that you're going to get rid of my teleports if I don't fear you. Unfortunate that I had to spend 2 consumables doing that. But better than getting killed. Did I see 4 scrolls of brand weapon? Heavy dagger. That is terrible. So bad that if it was a weapon that I cared about, I would immediately reroll. But I don't care about this heavy dagger. I'm still gonna hold it. It hits kinda hard. But yeah, I do not like heavy as a brand. Slow actions are really scary. There we go. You kill Maggie, and I get 4 charges of Quicksilver and Steam Scales, which are about as protective as the ring mail that I'm wearing. Okay, we do have an explosion wand. I was thinking that it would be nice to have an explosion wand right about now. We get strength, so I can wear heavier armor. Now I would like to see if I can wear chainmail without, nuking my spells. And the answer is yes, I can wear chainmail without nuking my spells. So I'm going to do precisely that. How did I take 25 damage? It was multiple electricity bolts. It's just that the message didn't get printed in time because I was just doing things too fast. I think it's pretty funny that that Bombardier Beetle was killing people that had absolutely no idea how new Sticky Flame worked. In case you're unaware, you're probably not unaware considering that it's quite old at this point, about half a year old. But in order to shake it off, you have to move, right? You have to roll on the ground, like you would if you caught fire in real life. But people were trying to wait it out like you wait out, everything else in crawl, and they were dying because of that. It was so bad that the developers added a message that tells you that you should move around. Still no Mac, huh? D7 Temple? D7 Temple. Well, I mean, I guess it's okay. It's not like I am in dire need for Mlef, right? But still, D7 Temple is nasty. How much money until I don't have any money? I am really, really low on money. Now that I have blinking identified, thanks to that D1 shop, I I can just read identify every scroll. Like no matter what it is, it's not gonna be as painful long term as losing a scroll blinking. Well, I just found acquirement, so who cares? Infusion globes, a lot of money, a good hand cannon, or a book of spontaneous combustion, which happens to have ignition. But I'm not gonna go for like heavy magic. I'm gonna be a Mlef priest that also happens to cast a scorch sometimes. So I'm gonna get the money, as I have said so many times already. Just acquirement means money. War axe, anti-magic war axe, +0 with +3 intelligence. We're not using that. I'm using the Brodax. Definitely using that Brodax. But I think that the immediate buy here is this amulet of regen. Actually, we can buy these things. Just buy the tin of Tremor Stones later. And this looks really good. This looks really, really promising. We are gonna need 18 axes for min delay on the Brodax. Cloak. Right here, a cloak, 49 gold. Yeah, sure. I was like, I already have a cloak, but it was in the previous game that died super, super fast. There is also a scarf in a shop, but I am going to just take the armor class now. 14 armor class is reasonably tanky for this point in the game. Oh, temple, finally. We found Fireball, but like, yeah, it's too high level. Like, Fireball scales good with spell power. As you can see, right now the damage is 3 dice of 7, and I cannot really cast it. I would have to get about 10 conjurations and fire magic to be able to cast it, and I think that my experience is better spent training for the Brodax of Venom that I already have. I could even rebrand it, but I think I can also wait for that. I'll rebrand it later. Searching for enchant weapon, but we do not get that. That's fine. And so we are a Mlef worshipper now. Time to try new Mlef. Misty the cat, a troll fighter. It's Misty the cat, the troll. I feel scammed. I'll come back and fight that in time, I suppose. Probably much later. I don't think that we are anywhere close to being able to beat a troll fighter ghost. Especially not in a bolt with a Moth of Wrath. That could easily end in death for me. And yep, I would rather avoid that. Talking about death for me, Noldant. Just retreat to the stairs. I'm not so terrified of them because I have good armor class, but retreat to the stairs in case they are accompanied by like a Boda or more monsters. Erika the Octopoth. How much HP do you have? 63. Venom Bolt, invisibility is low, 50%. I'm gonna drink a potion of willpower so that I do not get slowed. Now it's only 19%. We have 6 key rings. I'm not even that poisoned. I am grabbed by Erika. It would be pretty nasty if you chose to Venom Bolt now. I'm thinking that we use Potion of 3 here. Alright. Your access skill gained 2 levels and is now at level 6. Not bad. Oh, Piquel too. Fortunately, I am I feel like it was too early for Erika, but it's definitely too late for Piquel, and we were able to just get rid of him super easily. I'm not a fan of Rings of Fire. I'm just gonna drop that. Grom as well. Unique Con 2024. Hosted right on the 8th. Who's next? Lodul? I think that it might be a bit too early for Lodul, actually. A stabby knife? -2 glaive. That was wielded by Grom. Funny that I have fought 3 uniques, and this two-head ogre is the most scary and dangerous thing so far. There we go. Okay. Barodax of Venom, just getting the job done. How is this looking? Oh, 9 axes already, man. Playing things with good aptitudes gets you quite a lot of aptitude pretty fast. The Spriggan Randar, did I found it? I did found it. Huh. Stabby knife. Where is it? It's just on the floor right there. Okay, I didn't notice it, probably because console, right? I don't think I'm gonna use it, but I can carry it. It will be about as useful to me as Morg was for Boris, because the lore used to be that Morg, the Randart, the on Randart that no longer exists, used to be Boris's dagger. It was a dagger of pain. So reasonably usable, but not really that important for a strong mage, right? Executioner's Axe of Speed. Should I just go for that right now? Because the alternative is, of course, grabbing money again. Should I just get the Executioner's Axe of Speed? It is an Executioner's Axe of Speed. It may not be enchanted, but like it is still an Executioner's Axe of Speed. Not to mention that it also has 3 good properties. Poison resistance, cold resistance, and 3 intelligence are all relevant. I think we just get that. Like, yeah. Okay. Yeah, sure. My attack speed is about 0.9 on an Executioner's Axe. I suspect that it's gonna be difficult for me to hit things, but I mean, I'm still wielding an Executioner's Axe. Below 1.0 delay, so who cares if I struggle a bit hitting things, because when I hit them, they're gonna die. Because Executioner's Axe, right? Now I feel like in my next stat level up, I am going to just get strength and wear the heaviest armor that I can wear. No regards for Scorch anymore. I mean, Scorch is definitely like a nice little addition to this character. We use it to chunk enemies down before they reach me. We use it to kill things that are highly evasive. But for most enemies, I think Tav with the fast Exec axe is gonna get the job done much better than Scorch will. Um, Beautiful. Letting the jack surround me was probably not the wisest thing to do, but I couldn't resist the allure of just hitting multiple things with the axe at the same time. That is one of my greatest weaknesses whenever it comes to using axes. I just let things surround me because I'm like, oh, I'm an axe user, but no, you're not supposed to use axes like that. Um, you had a good cat run going. Is it really possible to have a good cat run going? I feel like being a cat already disqualifies you from being a good run. But anyway, you cleared half of Bolt Street and another half of Bolt Street, then another half of Bolt Street. Server kept crashing and losing your progress. When you tried Bolt Street the fourth time, you got some bad rolls and died. Okay, so the tip that I can give you is that the first crash, you stop trying to do whatever you were doing, and you get like a crash report and just put it on the server and go elsewhere. Um, yeah, like if it happens once, it's pretty sketchy. If it happens two times, it's probably something that's easily replicable, and that kind of information is priceless for the developers because it makes it a lot easier to actually fix, crashes and stuff. Um, when it's replicable, it's great. First crash is indicative that you shouldn't have played a cat. That too. Yeah, that was a divine punishment from the devs for daring to start a cat. That's why I don't play cats. When was the last time that I played a cat? Surely it was more than a year ago. Like I know that I played that bounty cat that people donated money for me to play, and it was really painful, but I did it. And then I played another cat, and it wasn't that painful. Um, and ever since then I haven't really played cats. I haven't played cats since they got reworked to not have extra movement speed. That's how long it's been. And then when that happened, I had already not played cats for a while, for a couple of months, probably a year. Um, or you figure out what causes the crash and keep it as a secret escape. Yeah, that kind of thing is banned during the tournament, so don't do it in the tournament, but you can do it in normal play, and no one will mind because a crash doesn't really affect anyone negatively. It was like when the Staff of Bugginess was a thing. There used to be for a couple of days in Crawl, there used to be an item that was called Staff of Bugginess, and it crashed the game whenever you hit something with it. It was pretty funny. What's my attack speed now? 0.7? Is it actually 0.7? 0.8, 0.7. I might want to stop now. 0.8, 0.7 is okay, and I might want to start getting some, defenses, maybe invocations, so I can do funny Mlef stuff. I can buy the Tin of Tremor Stones now. I'm not particularly compelled to do so because I would have to train evocations for it, and I guess deep dwarfs, or well, not deep dwarfs, mountain dwarfs do have a good aptitude for that, so it wouldn't be that bad. But I don't want to train for that right now. It all dies pretty easily. We drink the potion of willpower so that I don't get banished. It worked very well. Freeze. One dice of 31. Ice Beast, EH, and Searing Ray. Searing Ray is the only scary thing because I have resistance for the rest of that. That's the 11. Let's just go to Lair. Not banished. Let's go. Yeah, getting banished there would have been pretty nasty. Like if I had gotten banished, I would have just started Isaac or something. In Isaac, you don't get banished. Isaac is in some regards a more fair game than this one. Um, it can be pretty rough at times if you get really shafted with the items that you receive, um, but there's nothing on the level of getting banished levels of unfairness or getting shafted 3 floors. Oh yeah, this is a powerful character, all right. Getting these executioner's access speeds made it so that like very clearly I can just kill enemies with tab without any issues at this point, which I feel wouldn't really be the case if I was using the Brodax. Not gonna lie. I still should not get surrounded. Don't get surrounded. Just go to a corridor. Oh yeah, like look at that. Layer 1 elephant band and I completely butchered it. Like no problem at all. What a nice run. Okay, maybe trying to fight the Komodo dragon and the water moccasin at the same time was a bit too ambitious. That did get a bit scary. Um, but we end up emerging victorious regardless. Another Scarf of Shadows. We have found a bit too many of those that I very clearly don't care about. I should go buy that scarf, that rune scarf on D1. Yeah, sure, let's just do it now. So many stabby gears. Yes, they didn't appear when I was playing a Kobold, where I could have used them. I should buy this blinking scroll. Oh, those scrolls were unidentified, right? Should have bought them when I had the opportunity to do so. But still, getting a scroll blinking is getting a scroll blinking. You pay any price for one of those. Um, like, even if you were to be like in Pandemonium and you get a Pandemonium shop, if you get a scroll blinking for 1,000 gold, it's probably worth it because at that point, what else are you going to do with the money, right? Um, it's assigned to make a new Stabber character and never see those items again. Absolutely. That's exactly what would happen. Okay, layer 1 ends without much incident, but of course we go into the layer 2 and we immediately see some death yaks. We are not quite capable of fighting those yet, so we just get out, read magic mapping. We are super close to the volcano, it's right there. I don't have fire resistance. This could be a bit tricky. Oh no, we do have 1 pip of fire resistance. We also have the Ring of Fire. I dropped it because I'm not a fan of that item. Um, I maybe should have kept it in my inventory precisely for a situation like this, but it's not really that much of a problem with me having 20 armor class. Oh boy, I deal damage. Nothing too exciting on this side, at least. Do not forget that on top of all the busted things that I have, I also am wearing an Amulet of Regen. So that is giving me a lot of survivability in these fights. Plate 24-5. I think that the chainmail gives me way better stats, right? 21-7, 24-5. I feel like 24-5 might be better. The tiebreaker is gonna be the spells. Okay, so I can wear plate, and there's really no difference in effect for my spells. So I guess that I'm just gonna keep the plate. Unfortunate that we didn't find a funny plate here. No branded plate would have been great to have some plate of fire resistance or something along those lines, but it's okay. You have no business slaying these enemies this easily? Nope. I mean, I guess that's what happens when you find a speed exec axe as a mountain dwarf. I still am worried about the death yaks. Like, that's acquirement number 3. Plus 0 ice skills and something that looks like an on-rand art. But it's not an on-rand art. It enhances 3 things. It doesn't actually look like an on-rand art. But it is what rand art staves should always be. I'm gonna get the money because the other things don't really do anything for me. That's acquirement number 3. This is crazy. Okay, 12 armor. Invocations time. I can start doing Mlef funny stuff while wearing heavy armor. Maybe at some point I go back to training fire, but it is unlikely that I'm gonna continue casting now that I have Mlef. Mlef will just replace casting for me. Okay, as long as it's 1 or 2, I feel like I can deal with them. More than that, not really. Yep. I might be able to run away. Beautiful, without spending any consumables. Is that another requirement? No, no, no. For a second I thought that there was another requirement. Oh, delightful. What's the chance for that to happen? 32. I would like to believe that we're gonna be fine. Yeah, we were fine. Big armor class plus regen made it so that petrify was not really a problem. Komodo dragons are still really scary. Okay, I'm kind of slaying these death yaks. Like, I'm actually just destroying them. This is pretty good. Did this get nerfed? Did it always cost 10 HP? I feel like when I played it the other day, before the internet outage, it cost less HP. Why does it cost 10 HP? That's a bit unfortunate. Not a price that I'm particularly comfortable paying in excess when fighting these guys. You know what? I'm just gonna retele because I ran away from a Death Yak band. I do not want to fight another one, and Tele says no. We are gonna fight them. And I say okay, let's just use Tele again. All right, Tele is really not cooperating today. I still have 5. Maybe HP cost scales less more with HP cost scales less and more with Imbo. So the HP cost go down the more invocations you have. Yeah, probably that is the case. I would like to believe that is the case. I certainly hope it's not the kind of thing that it scales with your max HP or something. That would be super whack. Like the more max HP you have, the more it costs. I should really not be fighting this. It's two Death Yaks. So yeah, Death Yaks are certified more powerful than most of the things that I've encountered so far. And I've encountered some messed up things. You know what I should use? This. Yeah. A Sun Demon answers the call of your blood. Okay, go and destroy the Hydra for me, please. Just like that. Man, this guy completely wrecked the Hydra. Minor and major destruction will be merged into one ability, Unleash Destruction, whose cost scales with your HP. Delightful. Yeah, I am not a fan of the abilities HP cost scaling with your max HP. It's a pretty whack thing that you know, removes an advantage of HP species, you know? Like well, Deep Dwarf is kind of an HP species. Not Deep Dwarf, Mountain Dwarf. I guess Deep Dwarf was also kind of an HP species. More so than Mountain Dwarf, in fact. That Sky Shark went berserk super fast. Yeah, I feel like I beat the Sky Shark, but not if it berserks that fast. This level is destroying me. I'm just gonna go down. If the game lets me, that is. This level already forced so many consumables out of me. So many scrolls of tele. No scrolls of blinking, of course. I have been very careful to avoid situations where I would have to use a scroll blinking. By using scrolls of tele the way that I have been using them. Remember, as I always say, scrolls of blinking are very important. They're very, very valuable. Strongest consumable that you have in this game. That's 50 HP that I had to pay for killing that Hydra. But on the other hand, I was able to kill the Hydra off of invocations alone, which is pretty neat. You don't have distortion, do you? Oh, you have drain. I don't care about that. I wonder how dated my Goth tier list is. I think I made it in like 0.26 or so. So it's been a while. Hey, I got another Sun Demon. Okay, go and fight this four-headed Hydra for me. Man, it destroys them so good. I should start using that ability more for specifically Hydras, because I feel like I kill most other things. And I feel like it wouldn't help me against the things that I cannot kill myself, like Death Yaks. I feel like if I summon a Mlef dude versus Death Yaks, it's just gonna get mauled to death by the Death Yaks. Um, okay, that was 15 invocations. I think we can get a little bit of evocations now, so I can buy that Twin of Tremor Stones. Start taking advantage of the good ones that I have in my inventory. Um, we might need them later on. Oh, delightful. Oh, wait, it summoned an Executioner too. Huh. An Executioner answers the call of your blood. A rebellious 6-3 escapes with it. The thing is, can I take advantage of this Executioner, you know? Can I actually enjoy the fact that I got an Executioner? Which, funnily enough, was a really rare occurrence. It just was a thing that didn't really happen back in the day with Mlef. And it's durably summoned. How exactly am I supposed to deal with that 650? I feel like it might kill me. Of all the things to summon, it's probably one of the worst, because I cannot really outrun it. Yeah, now the Executioner that I summoned is no more, but the 650 is still around because it's durably summoned. And the 650 happens to be a pretty scary thing. Because I don't have the resistance, of course. Also, hello, Cayman. Thank you for stopping by. I did read your message, but I think that I didn't reply to it. Yeah, we're playing some crawl because why not? Why wouldn't I play a little bit of crawl? Um, it was going to be crawl August, but then I had an internet outage for almost 3 weeks, and now it's gonna be crawl September. But I had a good Rift Wizard run, and I still had some time left in the stream, so I figured, why not? Let's just play a little bit of crawl. And so here we are. Though I did have to threaten the game into behaving, you know, because it was not being particularly nice to me, and I was like, you know that I can just turn you off and play something else, right? And then I got an Executioner's Axe of Speed, and things are going okay now. I wish it was like that all the time, you know? Let me drink a potion of don't get pig formed. How is this boulder beetle not dying? Your arch nemesis, the boulder beetle. Completely understandable and agreeable. Okay, we got a Blizzard Demon and a Green Death. Okay, this is a lot more reasonable than a 650 and an Executioner. Yeah, the Green Death is not as likely to kill me as the Executioner is. The Blizzard Demon actually failed to kill the Hydra. Okay, it did leave it weak enough that I could just finish it myself. So it fulfilled its job. It achieved the goal that I summoned it for. Mm. Was very happy when I nerfed its bite. Yeah, a bit too. How to put it? A bit too. late of a nerf. It was not really late, but I feel like that's the kind of thing that it was obvious that it shouldn't have been as strong as it was for as long as it was. It was obvious to everyone who played the game, and it took like a year to get nerfed. That's always been like a problem that I've had with Crawl. Um, Things that get nerfed like within days, and then things that are too strong against the player take a while to get nerfed. But the things that the players use get nerfed relatively quickly. Not a fan of that. Okay, this Death Yak Simulacrum is just destroying me. Does it really have to do that much damage? It is a slow, right? Like I can walk away from it. I can just scorch kite it. Such riveting gameplay. Yeah. Today I have played Rift Wizard and Crawl, and I definitely think that Rift Wizard gets turn-based combat right. Like it definitely does it better than Crawl does. Um, Crawl relies on variance to like try to be interesting, but I don't feel like Crawl achieves its goal. Like sometimes variance just explodes you, and I don't really find that interesting or fun. Rift Wizard is pretty fair all the time because there is variance in Rift Wizard, but it is significantly less variance than in Crawl. I don't think I can fight that statue because it summons 6 FDs, and I don't think I beat those. Mlef gets a 6 pips of piety ability now. You to brand your body with an infernal mark once. I didn't get to see that in my few games with Mlef before the internet outage, so I'm looking forward to seeing what that is supposed to do. Must be like some kind of demon spawn mutation or so. Scale mail of cold resistance. Should I wear that? Let's give it a try. How much does that nerf my armor class? 29 versus 24.5. And 2 pips of cold resistance. What does that do? Sounds cool. Yeah, sounds cool. Hopefully I can get to 6 pips of piety quick. Oh, it's a book of necromancy. Interesting. Song of Slaying. When the bonus reaches its maximum, every hit will unleash a glimmer of the dead suffering, causing pain damage to each other foe adjacent to your target. So yeah, Song of Slaying, Wereblood. Is Wereblood not a thing that exists in the game anymore? Because that used to be straight up just like the Wereblood effect. Spell. I guess not. Oh yeah, it's dire elephants. I probably shouldn't be fighting these just like that. Yeah. This one is almost dead, like it's severely wounded. Did I? No, I didn't kill the necromancer. It is right here. Okay, so we have 2 almost dead dudes, and I'm here effectively almost dead. Yeah, they don't care about fear. They have too much willpower to care about that. Delightful. This is really bad. I saw the one dire elephant and I was like, I think I can kill it. And then there was another one on a necromancer, and like by then I was too committed. So we just blink in. Unfortunately, we blink in, we regen, and the dire elephants are gone. Yeah, sure. 12 intelligence from rings. Okay, why was that so easy compared to the last time? Jealous sun demon pursues it. All right. Good guy executioner. Get me out of here. All right, we're gonna train a little bit of access now. I want to at least get 0.7 delay solidly. At the moment, we're getting mostly 0.8. What is that? Faceless stone bat unearthed from infernal chasms. Devilish beasts haunt in its wake. 21 damage bite, and it summons demonic beasts. I take it this hell rat was summoned by this thing. Well, that certainly makes Orc before Lair a bit more complicated to do. The iron shot hits you but does no damage. That's not a message that you get to see very often. This obsidian bat thing is very annoying. It doesn't have good willpower, so maybe I can kill it with Mind Burst. The obsidian bat barely resists a 92% chance. Never change scroll. Or, well, I should say, please change scroll. Yes, please change. Oh, and they don't seem to be rare occurrences here. They seem to be rather common enemies. Seeing as how I just saw two of them in Nork 1. Please no more. I don't like those guys. I didn't even see its resistances, but considering how it says obsidian in its name, it probably has high resistances that one would associate with crystal monsters. Also, look at this launcher Orc 2. Delightful. Absolutely wonderful. Digging would be a great thing to have now, but I don't think I have it. Oh, come on. This is really annoying. The high level orc is ruining everything. Wait, do you have a great mace? Why do you have a great mace? Where did you get that? You're just an orc warrior. Why do you have a great mace? Orc bow of electricity. Oh, really? Orc bow of electricity. This could be a problem. My greatest worry here is that I am at 5 pips of piety and I want to see what Mlef's ultimate ability does. Huh. Yeah, I really wish I had some digging. I'm gonna try to teleport again. Why am I being teleported to worse and worse spots? Jeez. I feel like I shouldn't be doing this. Like, I feel like I should leave. If I do not die, of course. Yeah. Like, I could try using Fogu, but that doesn't get the job done. Okay, finally we get a good teleport. I maybe could have cancelled the teleport, but yeah, I very clearly cannot do this. 9 evasion is not enough. Let's just leave. I'll come back at a later point. Apparently now, well, not now, but like Orc is just a bit too strong for me today. I don't have magic mapping, unfortunately, seems to be pretty rare. So we're just gonna have to hope to find the Gauntlet. We're not even close to it. Oh, now it says nearby. How do we go from very distant to nearby? Doesn't have to be this way, Kroll. Oh, I found it. Wow. I mean, that was so lucky. Or used to just be free golden shops. Sometimes there was Nork Warlord and Saint Roca. The mage orcs are pretty hard, and the troll orcs are also pretty hard. But it probably is that now the average orc is also going to be pretty hard. Though the launcher orc is not particularly new, and it is one of the most difficult ones. I don't think that anything is changed in that orc. I just happened to get one of the hardest ones. Okay, so we have one of the gauntlets where I have more loot or like a faster path to the Minotaur. What would I have to fight against to get what? Okay, I already like this. If this is branded, it would be nice, but this is blinking, so this is not blinking. Catoblepas could be scary. Is that two different Catoblepas? Yes, and the artifact is probably over here, right? Yep, that's the artifact. Okay, so we're pretty much choosing between a scroll blinking and an artifact, and I think that I am going to go for the artifact. Okay, I hope that I do not die. I might die. I don't have No, I don't have a potion of resistance. Would be nice to have it. Hey, found enchant weapon. A bit too late. I wanted it when I was going to use the broad axe. Okay, we kill this Raiju without moving. And then we regen to full, and then we just run towards the lightning spire. Or we just wait here, heal, or no, pick up the items. We don't even need to fight the lightning spire. Hat of willpower. Yeah, give me that. Scarf of repulsion. Yeah, give me that. That probably just made it so that I can do that orc. Like now, I won't really have to be terrified of the orc. And also, we have willpower, so ideally, we're gonna be okay. Wait, is there a position where I can fight this lightning spark where it's not gonna multi-sap me? I don't think there is. Are you standing on top of... No, it's not standing on top of anything, so I don't even need to fight it. And I'm not gonna fight it. Just gonna run past it. Where is that Sath Poro emote from? Poro Sath. It's a global emote. Just goes to show how little I've been watching Twitch nowadays. Yeah, Twitch has been getting pretty bad with the excessive amount of ads. That is a pretty good item. Nice, I like this a lot. At some point, I'm not gonna care about intelligence anymore, and the point is approaching really quickly. And I'll just replace it with a Ring of Fire resistance, and we are gonna have some excellent resistances to win the game with. You just use ad blocks, so you don't know. The ad blocks that I have don't really work for Twitch, or I at least have not found any that work for an extended period of time. I feel like they often just stop working. You have a Chrome extension that still blocks them for now. I use Firefox. I'm not a fan of Chrome. Oh, it's... Oh, wow, that's a pretty nasty thing for this guy to be wielding. It's BAMP poison resistance. I'm gonna need some help. Can you stop hitting me for 30 plus damage, 34 damage 2 times in a row? Do you really need to do that? Oh no, it hit me for 24, but I paid like... No, 26, and 8 is 34. Okay. Imbis, that's something that I definitely should have done earlier. I don't have heal wounds. Okay, Kakademon, time for you to poly the Minotaur into something less scary, please. The Minotaur twists and deforms. Ah, you're not gonna poly the Minotaur. You have malmutates. Well, the Minotaur is kinda losing. Hey, you blow up the Minotaur. I blew its mind. This Cacodemon is not gonna turn on me, right? That's not how Mlef works anymore, right? Your Cacodemon disappears in a puff of smoke. Nice. You'll be moving to Firefox when Chrome updates and kills a lot of ad blockers. Google is planning to do that, right? I'm glad that I have not used Chrome in years. How long has it been? It's probably been more than a decade. Like, I think the last time I used Chrome, I was still in school. So a while ago. Mm, yeah, I have decided that I do want to have code resistance. Not sure when they're doing it, but it will be happening. Hopefully, it takes them a while. Maybe some employees at Google are like, yeah, this is a ridiculous change, and they're just delaying it as much as they can without losing their jobs. I think that I just have to use a plate because 18 armor class is a bit too low for me. Why is magic mapping so rare nowadays? I have one magic mapping. Okay, 8% chance to vitrify me. We should be fine here. It has bolt of cold searing, ray, vitrify, and haste. Yeah, I don't think I have anything to fear. The dancing weapons, on the other hand, are super spooky. I have a lot of money, so might as well. Unfortunate. I don't know if I should move or if I should just take the petrify here. If I move, I'm gonna get surrounded, right? So I'm just gonna take the petrify here. Okay. I'm getting some pretty large amounts of armor class here. Quicksilver scales. We still haven't gotten our last pip. Yep, we've been stuck at 5 pips of piety for what feels like forever. Is it really that taxing that, like, I have been using this Infernal Servant ability, but like, 3% of your maximum possible piety. I don't feel like that is that much piety to delay getting 6 pips of piety for this long, especially considering how I've used it like 4 or 5 times at most. Anyway, uh, I guess we go to Orc again. Yeah, now that I have this Repel Missiles scarf, that's actually huge for this specific Orc ending. I shouldn't get destroyed the way that I was getting destroyed earlier. I'm definitely a bit concerned by the knights and so warlords, if there's any warlords. But for normal orcs, they're not really a problem anymore. This knight definitely didn't get the memo. Or well, I guess it didn't hit me with its launcher, but in melee it's still kind of spooky even with 26 armor class because I have like no evasion. Should maybe get a little bit of dodging at some point, like at least 8 dodging or so. It's a -3 skill, but it's not like I'm gonna get that much dodging. Even if I can get 1 or 2 points of dodging, it would be okay. But that maybe comes later. Right now I see that my attack speed is 0.7, sometimes 0.6, but mostly 0.7. I think that getting it to the point where it's mostly 0.6 is gonna take me quite a bit of experience that I'm not really into spending right now. I'm gonna stop at 18 and then we're gonna get like 18 fighting for extra HP. That's another knight. You know, I'm wearing repel missiles, but I still need to be wary of the knights just deciding that they don't care that I'm wearing repel missiles and hitting me for like 30. Hey, finally, Mlef will allow you to brand your body with an infernal mark once. Mark of the Legion permanently carves an infernal mark into yourself, forever tainting body and soul in service of the destroyer. As long as you continue to worship Mlef, this mark will grant you the following power. Your infernal servant ability is replaced with infernal legion, allowing you to call in a small army of demons over time. While individually short-lived, their numbers are inexhaustible for as long as the status lasts, and they will never be hostile to you. You may also unleash Mlef's destruction through your summoned allies without harming them. That seems really good. Mark of Execution. Permanently, yeah, okay. Demonic incarnation of murder lies dormant within your soul. Whenever you kill an enemy in melee, there's a small chance for it to awaken and manifest as a maelstrom or scythe-like blades enveloping you. These blades will attack whenever you do, and also retaliate whenever you successfully dodge an enemy attack, which is not going to happen, by the way. You have the ability to rampage swiftly towards enemies while possessed, but if you spend more than a short while doing anything other than attacking, the demonic presence will go dormant inside you once again. So this is a god-specific ability. This is Mlef's 6 pips of piety gift. Mlef recently got reworked, and now I can choose to get one of these forever. As long as I worship Mlef, which I'm not gonna abandon Mlef. So long as you continue to worship, your infernal servants are now summoned adjacent to a random enemy instead of near you. When they appear, they do so in a blast of your characteristic destruction, which cannot hurt you or other allies. Your servants unleash blasts of either fire or lava. Huh. Characteristic destruction. What is that supposed to mean? Oh, no, that's not what I want to do. Describe this. Channels of blast of hellish piercing, fire, lava, lightning, or negative energy. at a targeted creature. Fire lava from Janna's influence, lightning, or negative energy. Damage and accuracy are increased by invocations. Yep. Mark of the Legion sounds pretty good. Mark of Execution sounds pretty good as well. The one with the sights, right? Should I get that? Mark of the Carnage. I don't have to do it immediately. And also it says that it costs Pain, which means that it will halve my HP whenever I do it, so it really is not the kind of thing that you do in the middle of a fight. Okay, I think that the coast is clear, so... it says you draw destruction from the endless fires of Janna. Your unleash destruction ability is empowered by Janna. I see. You're able to hurl bolts of magma instead of cold, and your bolts of fire can strip away their victims' fire resistance. Oh, that must be something that Mlef does for you. Interesting. You can use scrolls of enchantment on lesser artifacts? Excuse me? What? This cannot raise an enchantment about what would normally be possible on a mundane item on the same time and cannot affect especially unusual artifacts at all. Why have I not been using it? Okay, now we know. Wow. Wow, okay, +9 executioner's access speed. Yeah, that's exactly what that means. Okay, that is pretty busted. Yeah, okay. Huge power spike for my character. Um, Not bad at all. I look forward to keep stacking strength to hit a lot harder with this executioner's axe. What else is there for me to do here? Oh yeah, yeah, of course. I think that keeping in mind that that we just got a huge boost to our melee, we get the one mark that boosts my melee, right? Which is this one. Yeah, it seems pretty good to me. Ouch, that really hurt. Murder takes root in your soul. Delightful. Okay, Phantom Mirror and File of Lots. I'm gonna buy them both. I should also go back and buy the Tin of Tremor Stones. Okay. All right. Well, didn't I have a book of... Yeah, a book of Blink. I should go buy that. That better not be Berserkitis. Doesn't seem like it. You bear the mark of execution. It says whenever you kill an enemy in melee, there's a small chance for it to awaken and manifest as a maelstrom of sight-like blades enveloping you. These blades will attack whenever you do and also retaliate whenever you successfully dodge an enemy attack. Seems like Minotaur horns to me, except that they're not horns. And also you have the ability to rampage swiftly towards enemies while possessed, but if you spend more than a short while doing anything other than attacking, the demonic presence will go dormant. Hasn't happened yet. I take it that it is going to be some sort of status effect when it does happen. Seems very cool indeed. Yeah, let's go back and buy this Book of Blink to get Blink. Because why wouldn't I get Blink, the ability? I feel like that could be extremely useful. Blink the spell, I mean. And I don't have enough money for Tin of Tremor Stones, but I'll get it in time. Let's not drop those. The Mlef just allows you to enchant all Randards now. That is a Deep Dwarf thing. These runic magic and artifact enchanting are deep dwarf things. This is a Mlef thing, and this is a Mlef thing. Yeah, it's a deep dwarf thing, but I didn't even remember it. Have I won a deep dwarf game? I don't even remember. I think I have. I remember playing deep dwarf spellcaster with heavy armor thing because they have a much easier time casting spells in heavy armor than any other thing in the game. A bit funny that they have such bad spellcasting aptitude, but they still have like that ease for spellcasting. Why is this guy destroying me? No, really, why am I dying to this guy? Can you explain what is going on, Mlef? Because I don't quite understand. Unfortunate, but there go all of my scrolls of blinking. How was that guy beating me? Yeah, just a couple of very solid hits. Okay. What can you do about that? Hey, at least I got a scroll blinking back, because it wouldn't be the first time, or nor the last time that you use all of your scrolls of blinking and then you don't find any for the rest of the game. But fortunately, on the same floor that I have to use my scrolls of blinking, I get another one. Perhaps not the kind of ability that should be on the quiver, but I kinda really want to put Unleash Destruction on the quiver. Blade of Poison Resistance. I do not need that. I already have it from my axe that I can enchant for some reason. Um, enchant weapon. Hold on. I passed it. Enchant weapon. I got Shatter. I got Shatter. What is Earth Magic +1? It is super not worth it. Like, I really shouldn't do it. I'm not gonna do it. But I could theoretically go for Shatter. Like, I'm not gonna do it, but I could do it. Oh, kill. A whirlwind of blades manifests around you. It's not really happening that often. It's the first time it happens, I think. No. You feel a little less murderous for the moment, so it's not the first time that happens. You shred the Orc Knight, but do no damage. You shred the Orc Warrior, but do no damage. Your Warrior Blades misses the Orc Knight. That is not a nice thing to see. I feel like that's gonna be fun if I decide to do something like Bolts 5. Or it might get me killed. You don't really know. Well, I have 1 pip of every resistance, so ugly things shouldn't be terrifying. Yeah, I feel like it doesn't trigger often enough. Like, did you see that? It didn't really trigger at all there. Maybe it's the kind of thing that scales with experience level. I'm only experience level 15 after all. I'm not a fan of this trend of making it so that god abilities scale with your experience level, you know? The last game that I played before my break from Crawl in February was what is this thing called? It was a Meteoran of Beog, and it was a Meteork. And the Meteorks or like Beog's abilities scale with the amount of times they have happened in your game. Like the power of your Orc followers where scales with the amount of time that you have fought Orc followers that Beog throws at you. And I didn't know. And like, why does it even work like that? It's pretty garbage. So I had only fought Orc followers 6 times, one of which was while I was affected by Beog penance, so I didn't get to keep the ally. So the resulting well, the end result was that my orcs were absolute garbage for Sot, and I just didn't win that run. I did get the orb, and then the orb run destroyed me. Not nice at all. It was pretty rough. But at least we were able to get a character going. We have done Lair, Orc, and D15. I skipped like Lair 3. We have only seen 1 Lair branch. We know that we have shows, and I don't really want to do that. I hope that I get Snake. Yeah, because a spider would be terrible. Let's go back to Lair 3. So we can see if we get a snake or a spider. Also, I feel like I can probably fight that troll fighter ghost that we saw earlier. Oh, yeah, these guys. These guys were the reason why I left Lair 3. Too many death yaks. This time the whirly thing did trigger while there were enemies left. Not bad. Plus 8 executioner sacks, close to the plus 9. Okay, so we get snake. Yay! Which I am not going to do today. I'm gonna do it tomorrow. So I'm going to play, I don't know, something else tomorrow, and then we are gonna be playing some more Crawl. I need to make some content for the YouTube after all. Yeah. It's nice to be back streaming. I hope that you all have been enjoying well, not my streams because it's only been 2 Fridays and this one. Oh, another thing before I leave, like I'm not gonna continue playing. We can just save that and quit this. But another thing, on Sunday, I'll have it. I'll put it at some point. I changed computers in May, and I have not really played Crawl since February, so I have not really set up an, a layout for crawl, but I'll put it there. Like I am still playing console. I'm still playing console. I'll never play tiles unless people give me money to do that. Um, but I have the tiles view for people on the stream because that's what they all play. If I put console in the stream, people would be confused just as I am confused whenever I see people playing with tiles. But anyway, as I was saying, on Sunday there was a guy that came in and well, there were a couple of guys that came in and fixed the connection. Um, because it was pretty funny. I had an internet outage on Sunday, but it was because those guys were messing around with the connection. Like they were guys from the internet company, and they were replacing some cables or something like that. And yeah, I was pretty afraid because it was like the same error message. Well, not error message, but error lights that my um, router was giving me, and I was like, oh no, there's not gonna be internet anymore. But no, we're fine. It is fixed now. Um, yeah, hopefully that never happens again because 2 weeks and a half of no streams when I actually wanted to stream was pretty bad. The tiles at least seem to be much less confusing than NetHack with tiles. Yeah, my first ever win of a roguelike was NetHack with tiles off stream. Well, not off stream, but like offline. I don't think you can play web tiles NetHack. Um, and then I switched to playing online, and then I just like got accustomed to buy keys and got accustomed to um, console. I don't play tiles. I've never really played tiles. For crawl, I have never actually played tiles other than that one time where it took me 9 hours to win a game of crawl. It is on YouTube if you want to watch it. It took me 9 hours, and it was a much easier version of crawl than what we have today. So I shudder to think how long it would take me to do it nowadays. But yeah, that was okay, and I will be back to finish this at some point in the near future, ideally tomorrow. Until then, see you around. Thank you for your continued support, everyone, and I hope you have a nice rest of your night.